Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Piscean Reports. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully, as always, you're doing amazing. I want to say welcome to those of you who are new to my channel. I hope you like the messages that I put out. If you do me a favor and hit that like button or subscribe to the channel. Nothing would make me happier than to just leave you guys these messages. I love it every day. I mean, I don't do them every day. That's another thing. I wanted to talk to you guys about that. But before I do, let me say to those of you who are returning, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm so happy to see you guys. I hope that you guys are looking forward to today's message. I hope I can deliver. Okay. Now, and then another thing real quick. And this has nothing to do with nothing, but it just I was going through the shirts that I had this morning, and I came across a shirt that I had made last year. And so this is what happened. Me and my friend were on the phone one day, and we were talking, and she said to me, she said, Chiquita, we're not spring chickens anymore. And I said, yeah, I know. We're fall chickens. And she started laughing so hard. Oh my God. And we were both cracking up, right? And I said, I'm going to have a shirt made that says fall chicken. And she said, you are not. And I said, I promise you I am. I promise you I am. So, for anybody who thinks I'm running around trying to not look my age, oh no, honey, I'm so aware of who I am. Okay, here's the shirt. This is what I had made. Fall chicken. I'm a fall chicken. That's right. And proud of it, right? I have no problem with my age. I really don't. It's other people that do. I think, and whatever. I'm not going to go all off into that bullshit. And also, I want to say this. If you guys, I know YouTube was kind of getting on people about, their, language or whatever. And I don't know. I don't want to say none of that because I see people just lighting it up, right? So, as much as I would like to try to curb it, I'm just going to be me, and whatever comes out, okay? And if you don't like it, here's the other thing. This is what I learned or what someone shared. It was a comedian, a famous comedian. His name is Lewis Black, right? And he was doing his stand-up, and he was talking about how there is no such thing as bad language, okay? These are the words that we are using in our time to express our frustration, okay? Much in the way that back in the day, if somebody was upset, and this is what they would say, curse you, woman, go sit down, and you're being hysterical or some mess like that. I was looking at Niagara, and I seen there's this scene starring Marilyn Monroe. It's like the best movie she's ever made. Like, she's on fire in this movie, on fire. But anyway, so there comes this point where this man comes in, and this lady sees this man who everybody thinks is dead, and she sees him, and he screams, and she screams and runs out. So she's screaming. Her husband comes in, or soon to be husband comes in, and he's saying, get a hold of yourself, like, and she's trying to tell him, she's straight trying to tell him the truth of a situation, and he's saying, Polly, get a hold of yourself, you're being hysterical, and he hands her a glass of water, like, woo, Jesus Christ. When I seen that scene, I was like, oh, that could not happen today. That cannot happen today. But that's how people thought back then. They are a product of their time. The words they use were from their time, right? And I'm telling you, I said, boy, Lord have mercy. I wish somebody would have handed me some water talking about calm down, you're being hysterical, and all you trying to do is speaking your truth. I'd have been like, no, motherfucker, you sit down, okay? I'm trying to tell her, because she's trying to tell him, she's trying to tell the police, and he keeps trying to cut her off and tell her to shut up and to stop this. You know what I mean? And I would have lit his ass up. I promise you, I would have lit him up. Like, no, you sit the fuck down. I'm trying to tell this truth. I'm trying to speak this truth. You sit your ass ass down. You are hysterical right now. Like, you drink your water. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. That could not happen today. But that's how far we come as a society, as women, as strong women. You know, can't nobody talk that shit to you now. Like, that's crazy, right? And so, anyway, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, the movie, you know, I tripped off of that. But the language, right? We are using the language of our day. Okay, we don't say curse you, woman. We say fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the language of our day. This is how we express our frustration in a situation. And he's absolutely right. I don't think that there's bad language. Of course, there's not. You know, there's adult. I call it adult language. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it's adult language, because you don't want your children talking like that. Wait until you become an adult, and then you can unleash all you want. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to say to you guys has to do with my readings. Okay, I know that there are people. I know that there are people who want me or expect me to go at a faster pace, put out more videos. You need to do more, work. And what you all don't understand is that I am someone, and I have always been transparent about this. I don't hide this about myself. Yes, I am someone who has to live with mental illness. You know what I mean? I suffer from depression and anxiety, okay? And it affects you. It affects me. You know what I mean? I legit tried to just say, okay, let's try this, because my friend was telling me, you know, put out more videos, do more. You know what I mean? And I get that. I get that, y'all. Truly, I do. But just doing the ones, I didn't even think I did all 12. I got to the air signs and I just was like, I cannot do this. I can't do this. I could get through 3 videos in a day, and then I need a minute to recoup, and then a day or two, and then I came back and I tried to do the other 3, and I was like, this is ridiculous. You draining yourself because this is what someone else wants you to do. It's not you. You're not that person, okay? And I accept that about myself. And like I said, if I'm gonna talk to you all, I need it to make to be of importance, right? It has to be real. I don't want to just throw something at you. I'm not a computer. I'm not a factory. You know what I mean? And those of you who can do that, it's wonderful. I envy you. I really do. I envy you. But you know what I'm saying? I am me, and I have realized, and I have come to the decision that what I'm going to do is just do like I was doing before. I've decided, instead of trying to do all of the videos, I'll do Pisces and the collective. And then if I need to do a spiritual chit chat, I'll do a spiritual chit chat, which those are my favorites. I love me some spiritual chit chats. I love it because it gives me a chance to share what I know, right? Now, let's see. There was something that I wanted to tell you guys. And I forgot just that fast. It had to do with, give me a minute. Let me think about it. I'll start with this, and then if the other thing comes to me, I will. The other thing that I wanted to say to you guys is you know what? There are people who are pretending to be spiritual, okay? Let me say this. This is how you know whether somebody is really, truly spiritual, or if they just talking shit. If they're pretending, you know, trying to get people to think that, okay? It's an act, basically. And a perfect example is that person who everyone says is trying to mimic me, she's studying me. She's trying to, you know, pick up on the words that I use, and she's trying to pretend like she's spiritual. Okay, you're not spiritual if you are stealing from people, if you are lying to people, if you are abusing people, if you are abusing your power. You're not spiritual. You're not even a little bit, like not even a little bit. Okay, someone who's spiritual knows not to hurt anyone else in that way. Okay, because they themselves have either been in that position or you know, because I most definitely have been in that position where people have abused me, and I did not lash out. You know, as much as I wanted to, There will be times where I cry, but I listen to what the Father says. And what I've learned in my spirituality is that you don't attack someone. You don't attack someone for their beliefs. You don't attack someone, you know what I mean, for trying to be who they are. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was thinking about. Tyler of Tyler's Tarot. You guys, let me say this, and I know everybody knows him, everybody, right? So you'll know what I'm talking about. So there are moments. This is what I want to say. Okay, collective, understand that the Father chooses the least of us, the very least of us, those that nobody else would have seen coming, right? And he's a perfect example. There are moments when he will just do a thing where he'll just talk, just chit chat when it would, do a live and whatever, and he'll chit chat with the people and answer questions. But there are those moments, those small moments when he will share a bit of himself. Okay, he will let you know that I was someone who was once talked about. I was somebody who was laughed at. You know what I mean? Like, because he was not rich. You know what I mean? He grew up poor, right? Or I don't necessarily poor, but I think he does say he grew up, he didn't have what everybody else had. Bottom line, right? And so there are those moments when he shares those little snippets of how people used to talk about me. People used to do this. People used to, say that. And look at where I am today. Damn right. You need to do that. You doing that is what makes everybody love you that much more. Okay, because you're giving of yourself. You're giving of you're sharing your soul. And that makes people gravitate to you and love you that much more. Okay, and I hope he sees this, but understand this as well. You have every right to display your good fortune. Okay, you went from nothing and you made yourself something. The Father took the least likely of us and he said, look at what I can do. Okay, David from I know Joel Osteen always talks about David, who was a shepherd boy. Okay, he was the least likely of us. People discounted him. He's just a shepherd boy. That you want to choose from my other sons. You don't want him. He's out in the field watching sheep like he's nobody. They discounted him, and he was the one. He was the chosen one. He was the least likely of them. Okay, that's what the Father does. When he chose me, I was like, Father, are you sure you want me to do this? Are you sure? And he chose me anyway, right? And it took me a minute to recognize and realize that's what he does. That's what he does. He chooses the least likely of us and says, look at what I can do. Look at how I can bless you. Look how you could come from nothing and become something. He should be proud. You should be proud, Tyler. I hope you see this video. You should be so proud of everything that you have, everything you earn. You don't have to hide nothing. All right, people are happy for you. Your real fans are happy for you, and y'all should see him, the way he tears down trolls. Oh my Lord in heaven! Like me and my friends talk about that all the time. Did you see what Silas said about that woman? She cut her down. I wish I could be that. I wish I could do that. Okay, don't apologize for your language. The way you talk, the way you speak is who you are. You are unleashing who you are, and people are eating it up. They eat it up. They love it, right? So I love it. Don't ever stop being you. Don't ever apologize for being you. You deserve everything you have in this world. You deserve everything you have. You deserve your fans. You deserve your following. You deserve all the money, all of the good times that you can have. You earned it. You deserve it. Okay. And that's what I have. People right now who literally feel like they like I don't deserve to be where I am at. Like, why is she living in that apartment? Why is she have all these blessings? Why is she? Who is she that she should be able to live in that neighborhood and all of that? Okay, that was the Father. What y'all don't remember, what a lot of people don't remember or don't know, is all them times I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning because I lived with other women who had to be at work early too. And in order for me to get the kind of shower that I want and to soak and to think, I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning to have my shower and get myself ready to be out at that bus stop by, like 5:30, quarter to 6. You know what I mean? I had to be at work at 8, and I had to literally get up at 4:30. Nobody knows that, okay? Nobody remembers that because they so busy saying she's so lazy, she don't want nothing. No, I'm not lazy. I know how to get mine, okay? And the killing part is when I was doing that, I could have spent that money. I had people, I would actually hear people saying, what's she doing with her money? She's stacking her money. She's doing something with her money because she ain't spending it. You know what I mean? And I wasn't. No, because the Father said, save your money. I saw in my reading that I'm going to go from living in this despair, living in this neighborhood, living in one of the worst neighborhoods to living somewhere so beautiful. You know what I mean? It's so amazing. I thank God every day. I could never have gotten here on my own. That's what I mean by the Father. This is what He does. Look at what I'm able to do in your life. Look at, you would have never got here without me. This is, and I recognize that, and I realize that He said, save your money. And I saved up for first and last month's rent, and I saved up to get everything that I have. Okay. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, for those who are using their spirituality to, or not even spiritual, who are pretending to be spiritual, you are hurting other people who really are. Okay, there are some people who think just because they grab a deck of cards and learn a few words that they're now spiritual. You not spiritual. It took me years to get to where I am. Years. I had to learn a lot of lessons, okay? A lot of lessons. I had to learn about crystals. And some people say, I saw a post that says not everybody who's spiritual, uses crystals or practices yoga or meditates or whatever. And there is some truth to that, but don't discount it, because I learned in my spirituality that everything has a vibration. Everything has an energy and a vibration, and crystals are no different. The first crystal I was drawn to when I started my spirituality was rose quartz. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Yes, this is and this was the inspiration for my apartment. But anyway, so yeah, rose quartz crystal is what I learned. What I needed at the most in that moment in time as I was starting my spirituality, I needed love. And I bought rose quartz. I was gravitated to rose quartz first, okay, that I may soothe and heal from everything I had been through, because I was a wreck. And that is what I learned. And it went from rose quartz to amethyst, crown chakra energy. I learned how to access that higher level, that higher plane of existence. This is where you're going to learn how to connect with your higher self. You know what I'm saying? That's and amethyst. Clear quartz went from there. Clear quartz. Look at this tower. Look at this. Is this not amazing? And you know what? When I bought these, they costed little to nothing. Now people are recognizing, because people now see the importance of crystal energy. Ooh, now I'm trying to get it to stand back up. I can't get it to stand up. Hold on. Anyway, let me sit it right here, because now I can't get it to stand up. But everything has an energy and a vibration. You know what I mean? And crystals have that. They have that energy, okay? Because you don't understand it, because you see it as just a rock, and you see the tree as just a tree. You're not there yet. You're not there. Okay? People who know, who understand that everything has a vibration, everything has an energy. That's why you connect. If you see someone connecting with a tree, they're grounding themselves, okay? They trying to connect with the earth, okay? If you see someone walking around with no shoes on outside in the park, they're grounding. They're connecting with Mother Earth, okay? They're not trying to be dirty or nasty. They're connecting. You know, they're recentering, refocusing, regrounding themselves, right? So, you know, and that's what frustrates me, is when people think that just because I grabbed a deck of cards and I know a few words, I'm spiritual. No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't go from stealing and robbing and deliberately attacking people and deliberately hurting people and then just pick up a deck of cards and because you learned a few words, now I'm spiritual. No, you're not. You're not. Instead of trying to be me, instead of trying to mimic me, maybe you should just try to stop doing everything you're doing. Why don't you do like I did and go to the Father and say, help me, help me. You know what I mean? That's what people need to recognize and understand. Okay, spirituality is not necessarily wearing crystals and using cards. It's a way of existing. It's a way of being. It's a way of thinking. It's a knowing. It's a knowing that there is more than what I have been taught and what I have been shown. And now I am being granted access to that other side. Okay, I'm learning that they are there. They are there. My guides, my angels, they truly are there. They are with me. It's not something, it's not, just something I read in a book. It's real. It exists. The Father is. You know what I mean? He is. And my angels are. And I am being guided, and I am being, and the more you connect, the higher you go, the higher you ascend, the more knowledge you gain, the more wisdom you gain, the more, you know what I mean? That's why I wish I had been like some of these beautiful baby warriors out here right now, spiritual warriors who are blessed enough to have that access, that knowledge of what is. You know what I mean? I didn't get mine till I was 46, so. But anyway, real spirituality is a way of living. It's a way of being. You know what I mean? It's a way of existing and doing. It is a connection. It's not just cards and funny words and you know what I mean? You have to know it and exist it and experience it to know that it is. You know what I mean? But anyway, I swear to God, let me just do this. Okay. Ooh, look at, and I probably, it's 22 minutes in it. I'm wondering if I should, because I got the intuitive life coaching oracle cards here and I wanted to work with them. This is definitely going to be for the collective, but I feel I want to also use this for anyone who is either starting their spiritual path or is in their spiritual path. I want to use this or connect this in my heart. I'm saying this is for my spiritual warriors out there, and in any of you, it's for any of you. If you connect to the messages, then this was for you. All right. So my first card out that fell earlier when I was doing this. Whew, let me get my glasses. This is where y'all get to see how. I don't wear them because of the glare of the light, but the first card was spiritual growth. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. This is what you're going through right now, spirit team. You're learning. Okay? Spiritual growth. We are all growing and you continue to grow. You don't get to a certain point and say, well, that's it. I know everything. And spirituality is an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process. Those who know, recognize, and understand, you're currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. Okay, so some of you guys might be going through it right now. If you're not, if you are just, checking in, for your reading, know that you are going through something right now. Okay, but it's for your growth, it's for your evolution. Okay, anything that happens, not everything that happens is bad. Sometimes things happen, and I've learned that long ago. So I'm used to this by now. Okay, not everything bad that happens is is necessarily bad. It's a lesson, and you have to find the nugget in that. You have to, what's the lesson here? What am I learning? What am I, learning from this thing? So if you are struggling, if you're struggling financially, if you're going through it, if you're wondering, what my next move is, where am I going to go? If you broke up with someone, okay, or if someone new has come into your life, all right, they're going to assist you in some way. Somehow you're going to learn something from this other person that came into your life. If there's somebody who drives you crazy at work and it just irritates the shit out of you, okay, it's because you're supposed to learn something from them. You might be learning tolerance, right? Oh, I hate the way this person talks. I hate the way this person looks. You're learning tolerance. You're learning acceptance of another person. You're learning that not everybody is the same, okay? Yeah, they rub you the wrong way, but that's part of your growth. Learning something sometimes is uncomfortable. Learning lessons is uncomfortable, but it's supposed to be, so that you going forward, this is what you're supposed to be learning. This is what you're supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you have number 24, authentic self-expression. Oh, love it. Okay. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Yes. Yes, team. Yes. Yes. To anybody who understands and recognizes this. Okay. You're learning a lesson and you're growing, okay, but you also want to be your authentic self, okay. Tyler is his authentic self. He is next level, right? Okay. But and we are all being our authentic selves. Okay. It's when you decide to say, I'm just going to be who I am. Okay. If you are starting your spirituality, and people, like I said, there are people who are going to pull you back down. Stop doing what you're doing. You're making no sense. This doesn't make sense. This is not real. Okay. You're being ridiculous. That's what people will do, because they're not there. They don't get it. They don't know. Their eyes have not been opened. Okay. They're following a different path. They might mean well, but they're following a different path, and let them go. They don't know you. They don't know what you're experiencing, what you're seeing. But it is when you decide to be your most authentic self that your life changes in the most amazing ways. I'm proof positive. I lived in some of the worst neighborhoods, and this is where I'm at right now, and it's because of the Father. Okay? It's because I decided to be my most authentic self. Okay? Don't listen to what other people's opinions are. Don't listen to what they have to say. They're not you. Okay? God made you the way you are for a reason. Okay? And if you are starting an ascension process, it's because He's going to take the you that you are and turn you into something amazing. He is going to take the least likely of us and say, look, this person has value. This person has worth. You see what I mean? Like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Spirituality blows my mind. All right. And card 32, you have reconciliation. This relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. So some of you may be going through a disagreement, in your relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Maybe you guys broke up or something, right? Okay, the universe wants you to know that this can be reconciled, okay? What you're going through, what you guys, for anybody who's thinking, who's like, I'm just so over this, I'm ready to divorce. Okay, this is the universe saying, you know what, this can be saved. You guys fell in love for a reason. This can be saved. So you most likely are about to experience a reconciliation, and the universe is saying, no, that it can be saved. It says friendship. It doesn't even have to be a relationship. If you are in business with somebody and y'all button heads like a motherfucker, sorry, God. I'm sorry, Father, but I'm being me. I'm being me. If you guys are button heads, y'all not seeing things, y'all not seeing eye to eye, but the universe is saying this can be saved. You might be ready to wash your hands of someone. Their way of thinking and your way of thinking is not meeting up, but there's something about you guys together that it makes sense. It can be saved. Y'all just need to talk it out, yell it out if you have to. But whatever you're going through, whether you broke up or you stopped hanging out with a friend and you guys have been friends for freaking ever, right? And they're now about to come back. Maybe they miss the you that you are. They recognize or realize that, you matter in their world. Your friend matters. My friend matters to me. So I'm going to go and see them. And maybe they're ready to apologize and say, you was right. I shouldn't have done that. Maybe they stole your boyfriend. Okay. And now they're having an awakening. They're recognizing and realizing the wrong that they committed. And now they're ready to come back and say, I'm so sorry. Y'all, friendship can be saved. A business partnership can be saved. Y'all might have to talk it out, yell it out, hug it out, but it can be saved. Okay. And if you're in a marriage, same situation. Y'all get it. Okay. All right. Let me see what else is going to come out. What is it? 30 minutes. Ooh. I'll give it. Oh, come on. Let me see. Give me a few more minutes. And I did not mean my talk to go as long as it did. But like I said, I don't say much. But when I do, it means something. Okay. Understand. You have wishful thinking here. You are learning how to manifest the life that you desire. Look at that. Not everybody is on the same path. Okay? There's a way that you want to live. There's a way that you want to be. If somebody else is trying to stop that, like it says, you're learning how to manifest the life that you desire. You're learning. What do I want? What do I want to be? How do I want, where do I see my life going? You know what I mean? You're learning how to manifest the life that you want to have. Okay. Not everybody is meant to work a 9 to 5. There's not anything wrong with that, but like I said, whatever, I could go into that all day long and I'm not going to. There's not necessarily anything wrong with that. If you want to exist, then that's fine. But some of you are like, no, I don't want to exist. I have an idea in my head. I have an idea of what I want to do. I have an idea of what I want to be. You wishing it. You're thinking. What you think about, you bring about. Understand that. What you think about, you bring about. Okay? Let your wishes come true. Let your soul free. Let your desires come to life, okay? If you have to work a 9 to 5 to save that money, then you do that, okay? Do that. Do whatever it takes to get to that point. Let me not say whatever it takes. I'm not saying anybody go out and rob and kill and steal. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you have to get a 9 to 5, if you have to work a part-time gig, maybe, what you're doing isn't quite affording you the ability to do to exist in the life you're existing and still be the other person you want to be. You need to kind of have a little part-time something to save money, or start an Etsy channel, if you're creative. Okay, let me see, this one came first. You have number 52, auric field. It's time to call in energy protection to shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. Yes, it's time. I'm going to say it again. It's time to call in energy protection. Okay, that protection is going to shield you from anybody who's trying to hold you back. Okay, you call it in. Call it in. Okay, it's time to shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. Okay, this is it. Okay, if somebody's trying to come against you, strengthen your field, your auric field. Okay, make sure stay true to who you are. Stay in prayer. Stay, connected to your higher self. It's hard. It's very hard. Nobody knows more than me how hard it can be when everyone is telling you to stop, do something else, be something else, be like the rest of us. Okay. Protect yourself so that when they come at you with those words, it can just bounce off your auric field. Bounce off, bounce off, bounce off. Whatever you're trying to say about me is going to bounce off me and manifest itself right back onto you. You know what I mean? Like that. Stay true to who you are. Don't let anyone tell you who you are. Be who you are, right? You have obsession, number 14. It's time to get out of your head and get back into your heart. Yes, yes, yes. There's what you think you want, and then there's what your heart wants. Okay? When you're thinking of, you can, how do I say this? There's what everyone else wants you to be. There's what everybody else wants you to do. And then there's what your heart is saying to you. Okay, this is what you really want to be. This is what you really want to do. Okay, you're not wrong for thinking what you want thinking. You're not wrong for feeling what you feel. And you're not wrong for wanting to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Listen to your heart. Get out of your head and get back into your heart. What does your heart say? Listen to your heart. Okay? That's also how you connect with the Father. I've said it before. He don't listen to your words. He listens to your heart. Okay? He might have planted an idea in your heart. He might have given you an idea, a thought, he might be revealing to your heart and to your head. It comes in your head, but he might be revealing it to your heart because clearly you're not hearing it. Okay. If you're in your head and saying, I got to go to work, I got to do this, I got to do that, I gotta. But everything in you, listen to what your heart says. My heart says, I want to be a mechanic. My heart says, I want to be a baker. My heart says, I want to make beautiful crystal jewelry. My heart says this. Do what your heart says, because that is what is going to make you the money that you're seeking. That is going to bring you the success. By listening to your heart. Okay. I love it. They just keep giving it. This is gonna be the last card because it's 36. Okay. You have number 16, approval. Okay. Choose to approve of yourself and others will too. Look at that. Approve of yourself. You're perfect the way you are. As long as you know what you're doing, as long as you know what you're feeling, okay? Eventually, everyone will come around. They will come around, okay? Eventually. Maybe not right away. It's going to take it's taken years for me. And if they come around, great. If they don't, whatever. You will eventually find your tribe. You will eventually find the people, if you release and let go and allow spirit to move you, guide you where you're supposed to go. You will find other people who resonate with your soul, with your spirit. You might partner up with someone and say, yeah, let's do this. Let's take this to the next level. People will eventually approve of you when you let go and say, I am worthy. I am this person. I am, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. I am that. I most definitely am that. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to be it. Okay. And when I say prove it, I don't mean I'm going to go out there. I'm going to prove this. I'm going to prove it. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm hearing. I'm going to prove it. People are going to see who I am. They're going to recognize and they're going to approve of the me that I am. All right, that's the message I have for you. 38 minutes. I'm so sorry, you guys. If you enjoyed the message today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Nothing would make me happier than to let you beautiful angels out there know you're worth more. You're more than you know you are. Okay, you just have to go within. Ask the Father, how can I serve? That's where it starts. Help me. Help me to be what you wanted me to be. Help me to be what I came here to be. Help me. And allow that person you were supposed to be. Rely on spirit. Don't rely on other people. Rely on spirit. My life changed the minute I let go and stopped listening to what men told me I was supposed to be and supposed to do. when I started stained glass, I had a dude who was like, you know, you're wasting my money. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your time. You should be looking for a job. You ain't supposed to be doing this. And everything in me is telling me to do this. And for the first time, that was officially the first time where I stopped listening to what other people said I was supposed to be and do, and just do it. Listen to what's going on in your heart. And I made some beautiful stained glass works. I would do it right now, except for you know, I don't have the space for all of my glass, and honestly, I feel like my family, because it was at my mother's house, but she's on the other side of the veil. I would not be surprised. I almost know it in my heart that they threw away all of my art. They threw away all of my glass. They threw away my grinder and my solder and my equipment. You know, it's pointless. I even tried to mention it to him one time, and well, so and so is over at the house now, and you'll have to get with them, and you'll have to, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, you know what? If the Father wants me to do it again, I'll have it. I'll do that. Okay. Also, let me say this. Okay, I am not anywhere near at the monetized level to be monetized. But I will say this: I am going to leave my Cash App tag in the description box. If you guys just want to donate to my channel, it would be greatly appreciated, because I can continue doing this. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. I'm here to show you that there's another way to live and exist and be. Okay? So anything you give, I do not care. If you feel it, only if you feel it in your heart. If you feel it in your heart to give, then I will say in advance, thank you. But I'm going to leave my Cash App in the description box. I might even leave my email address for anyone who has anything that they want to say, because clearly I know a lot of people see me. I know a lot of people follow me. Okay, but for whatever reason, they feel afraid to like my channel. They're afraid to subscribe. I don't know, maybe they're in fear of some kind of retribution, you know, which is, you know, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just whatever you feel you want to give, whatever you feel you want to say, I'll leave my email address, and I will leave my Cash App. Okay. And thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Hold on. Because I did this last time. I didn't. Yeah. I did last time. I thought I had clicked out, and it turned out I had this upside down. I had it like that instead of, but anyway. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time on the next video. You guys take care. Bye-bye.